Hey, what's happening, guys, on the YouTube live stream? What's up, guys? Man, let's look at gold. You guys can see gold is actually looking quite interesting today. Quite interesting because it's only moved about 100 pips to the top side now. So let's actually like mark the area where the rejection actually started off of. So if we actually look at this area here, this is where you saw the rejection started from this area, and then from here we've started to push up now. Let's look at Forex Factory as well, honestly, because I think we have news tomorrow and then we have news on Friday as well. I don't think we have any sort of news events today, but yeah, we have a USD folder around 3 o'clock. So technically that's when our session really ends. So it shouldn't really concern us like that, but the one on Friday, CPI news, that's the one I'm looking forward to. We do have unemployment claims as well on Thursday, and then we got Friday, the CPI. That's gonna move the markets, honestly. So we got quite volatile sessions ahead of us. So let's see how it plays out. But let's look at the daily candle now. Okay, so this is where the rejection started off of now, right? Look how many times we have actually attempted to potentially like break down. So this was our first attempt now. We still haven't violated the structural low, so potentially from here this can be turning into that turning point sort of, you know, area. And you guys can see the rejection actually started from here. So previously when price actually rejected from here, guess what it done? It came all the way down to actually form the lows, and then from here we had a explosive push to the top side. So something like that is starting to play out now. Once again, we are at the lows, and now we're starting to reject the lows. Look at the previous candles as well. So this candle actually closed above the resistance. This becomes your undecisive candle now, kind of like, you know, your pullback candle. You see these sort of candles being printed out. If you look at the minute time frame as well, you see a lot of these candles actually, and then obviously the next candle is going to end up engulfing everything to the left. So we could potentially see something like that playing out, because you have a bottom wick at this point as well on the daily time frame, and you've only moved about 65, altogether about 86 pips now, I think. Yeah, let's just see how much we've moved. Yeah, we moved about 67, 80 pips, so we've not moved much at all. So now we're starting to tap into this resistance area on the daily time frame. So let's quickly go to the 4-hour time frame and see how it's starting to play out. Okay, so look at the 4-hour candles now. We've kind of formed a new high over here. This is our structure highs on the 4-hour time frame. After that, we know that we started to have some sort of a pullback. So this becomes our pullback now. We've had a pullback, came all the way down to this support area. Obviously it was a resistance area previously, and we turned it into a support area, and now from here we've started to play within this range. So what are we doing within this range? Let's check. Okay, so within this range, every time price gets up to this level, we start to reject. So we got to keep that in our mind, that we start to reject every time we get up to this level. So I definitely do want to mark this level. If I can get a rectangle, that would be better. Yeah, let's use a rectangle for this. So we do understand that every time price gets up to this level, we start to reject. And where do we reject down to? You can see first rejection, we came down to here, and second rejection, you can see we came down to there again. So this kind of becomes our 4-hour range now. So rejection coming all the way down, start to chill around here, start turning this area into some sort of support, and then from there you see some sort of momentum push to the top side. So this is kind of like your intraday range that we have now. This is the top side of the range, and these are the lows of the range. So at this point, we do understand another thing as well. Looking to the left, we can see the two 4-hour candles have struggled to actually break above this area now. So this is your 4-hour time frame. This is not your minute time frame. So this was actually yesterday. So ever since then, we've just been stuck within this range now. So you guys gotta understand, once we break out of this range, we're gonna see really explosive moves. So far, what are we doing? So far, we formed a new high, and we have also formed a low as well. So we are forming higher highs and higher lows. We actually have not violated the lows at this point now. You guys can see these are the lows. You've actually retested our previous area that you have all the way down here. So now what can we see? Well, it's really simple, right? When you are within a range and the momentum is low, what are we going to wait for? We're going to wait for the range to break. It's so simple. You don't want to execute on we could execute within a range, but it's about 60 pips, 60, 70 pips. Let's see if we can find something out on the 30 minutes, maybe some sort of better structure. Okay, cool. So look, you're starting to do the same thing you've done before. Came all the way up to this level. From here, we started to reject all the way down. Look at the same thing again. So this is actually a really tight resistance level we have. We've been holding this for a little bit now, and as soon as price basically starts to turn this area here into some sort of support, look at that, we're doing the same exact thing now. Starting to turn this area into some sort of support, you get a bounce all the way up to this level here, which is only about, how many pips away is that? It's about 28 pips away. So it becomes a bit tricky now, because you got this level that you are approaching. This is the first area that you are approaching, which is this is a strong rejection area, and then after that you got to understand there's another area that you are approaching, which is this area here, and then you got another area that you are approaching, which is all the way up here. So with buys, it becomes a bit tricky now for us to actually execute on a buy position, because at the end of the day, on the intraday time frame, you are at all-time highs. So what would the safest thing to do will be? It will be to first wait for this range to break. So like, you know, for us to break out of this range, because you gotta understand now, we've been holding these highs for a little bit now. This was yesterday, you guys can see. This was literally all yesterday, 06, 06, 06, 06, and then this is your 05. So look at that. So 03, 03, 05 started to push down, and then 06 December, we came all the way up. These are the highs we formed, and then ever since then, we've literally been stuck within this range. So now as soon as you break out of this range, you gotta understand a lot of sell orders are going to get executed every time you retest this, because this has been holding for such a long time, such a long period of time, right? And also, guess what, above this there are a lot of stop losses. So now our jobs as traders is to understand, okay, cool, let's say when we do see a nice break out of this, what can we expect? If we start breaking above this, you can probably expect a nice push up to 86, and if you start breaking above that as well, you can definitely see a nice push up to 87. So now what are we looking for? We're looking to see how price reacts around these levels. Are we going to see massive rejections after breaking out of this, or are we going to see break of structure, nice rejection, you know, nothing too aggressive, something like a, you know, sustainable pullback, and then from there we're looking to see if we can take it all the way back up. But until then, guys, we just have to kind of like sit on our hands, because you are within this range, and honestly, you don't want to trade a range. You really don't want to trade a range. Now at this point, one thing that we do have is the top side of our range. We have the mid side of our range. This is our mid range, and then these are the lows of the range. So that's the thing. Either way, I'll be interested in seeing this range being broken, and then after that kind of like executing on anything. You could potentially still trade within a range if that's something that you're comfortable with, and that's probably will be the easiest way to trade now. I mean, until Feb approaches, and then you can obviously start looking for those big moves again. So probably like the safest way to trade now will be to obviously let price go up to a key zone which has been respected numerous times, and just take a sell position if it's at all-time highs, or wait for it to go down and then take a buy position. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but let's see what happens. You alright, Paul? How are you, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What are you looking for today, Paul?
Overall, for gold, I'm anticipating some upward momentum.
That's exactly what I'm looking for as well, Paul. But the thing is, right, even looking at the daily candle, even though we do have a lot of potential, it's just the range that we are stuck within. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And the daily candle has literally done nothing so far. So we can even see a nice push to the downside first. It can even come down and retest this support area that we have to the left, and then from there start to push up. That's kind of what I'm thinking now. But honestly, this range that we have at the moment, it becomes really tricky. Really tricky to actually like execute within this range, because you gotta understand now, the top side has been respected numerous times now at this point. And also the lows now at this point, again, really choppy. Really choppy price action. So something like yesterday, we saw that, you know, as soon as price did grab liquidity, you had an explosive leg. So I'll be looking to execute on that same sort of move. Would be waiting for liquidity to be generated first, and then after that execute with liquidity. That's kind of what I'm looking to do today, to be honest.
Yeah, these end of the year kind of trading seems like for me that's what usually works the best.
Exactly. But
Otherwise, you're just sitting and waiting and sitting and waiting.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen is on Thursday we got news, on Friday we got news, Thursday we got unemployment claims, and Friday we got CPI, and tomorrow also around I think 3 o'clock we have some USD news as well. But that's after our session, so it's not really relevant to us. But we got a really volatile week ahead of us. That's the thing. So we might just start to range and then break out of the range. On either Thursday or Friday.
Thursday,
But
Friday.
yeah, but I'm expecting really explosive moves as well, because I do want to see gold drop, to be quite honest. I want to see it come down, break these lows over here, these structure lows here, and just start to drop. And look at the daily candle again starting to just reject now. See, like the sort of idea that I did give up here was like, this will be the safest way to take this trade. Just sell the top side of the range. And look at that, look at these explosive candle to the downside. It just dropped like 20 pips. You see this minute candle, what the minute candle's doing?
Yep.
Insane, man, insane.
There it goes. Going for liquidity.
Insane, right? Insanity. Stack up. But honestly, this is exactly what I'm thinking as well. So let's see where we can potentially grab liquidity from now. Look, at the end of the day, liquidity for me will be below the structure lows, right? It won't be as simple as grabbing liquidity from, because at the end of the day, either liquidity is to the top side or the lows. We do understand that usually gold likes to grab liquidity on the minute time frame as well nowadays, because obviously you can't expect something too volatile now. So it's not going to be looking for liquidity on higher time frames now. So again, these lows over here have been respected for a bit now. This is kind of where you saw the momentum kick in now, to the top side. You guys can see this is that area now. From here, price actually pushed up all the way to the top side, and this was actually today at about 11:17. So this was after London. So what did London do? Let's look at London now. So London was actually, from here we started to drop. So this is when we started to drop now during London, and then this is when we started to push up now. These are like your lows basically. If you guys actually just look at this, these are the all-time lows we have formed on the intraday time frame at this point now. And then from here we started to push up again, turned this area here into some sort of resistance, and then these became our lows, and then from there we got the next leg back up. So potentially we have liquidity below here, we have liquidity below there. So I really do want to see how price reacts around here. Honestly, really do want to see that. And the way it's just dropping now is beautiful. Starting to love this drop, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm digging this drop now. But again, it's our job to understand, okay, is this a liquidity grab potentially to start pushing back up, or does gold actually want to drop now? I'm definitely gonna mark out these zones over here though. What do you reckon, Paul? These areas here for liquidity makes sense, right?
Yeah, that does. Lines up with
Yeah,
what I'm looking at.
really do.
And we're almost back to where it was ranging.
Exactly.
Yesterday.
Because I can really see us kind of like breaking out of this, and then after retesting 75, and then from there just starting to push all the way to the top side again. Where's everyone else, man? Everyone's sleeping. Do you know what? Yeah, now you're not really gonna see a lot of people anymore until like market conditions return back to like normal market conditions. To be honest, it makes a lot of sense. Because in a way you don't have the same sort of edge in these sort of market conditions. So it makes a lot of sense, honestly. Again, let's look at the 4 hour. Let's see what the 4 hour is doing, because we are within this range still. The 4 hour is starting to flip. So if we do start breaking below the previous 4 hour lows now, and after that we got the next lows being approached as well, honestly there is a lot of liquidity, because Look at that. Honestly, if we can start breaking below all of these lows, now imagine we start forming some sort of double bottom at 75, and then from there see an explosive push to the top side. That could be the play. Kind of like breaking these previous lows and grabbing some liquidity, and then from there seeing a lot of momentum to the top side could be the play in my opinion. But first I would want to see how it also reacts around 75 as well, because I would not want to just execute on a position as soon as it breaks the lows, and then from there I would not be interested in executing on a position, because what can happen is potentially it can grab liquidity and then the pullback can become really aggressive, but it might just be a pullback, and then the pullback, obviously when the pullback is done, it can start to show you the actual move. Yeah, you can start going down. So you would want to be extra careful in this sort of situation. You would want to see the break first, you would want to see the pullback, and then you want to see more momentum to the downside. You kind of like want to see new lows being formed, so like you know, new lower lows and lower highs being formed, and at that point you can say with confidence like, okay, look, at this point now you've had your pullback. If price is still going down, I can potentially take it down. But now let's say if it's not going, if it's just straight push to the downside and it taps 75, I would just be sitting on my hands honestly, because the rejections can be amazing. They might just be really aggressive, the rejections. But look at the daily candle starting to flip at this point as well. The daily candle is really starting to flip, and man, let's just see how it plays out. I can really see this giving us a nice push to the downside as well. Because if we do, let's be honest, if we do start breaking below 75 and we do hold 75 as some sort of resistance at that point, next target is 72 in my opinion. 72 is really achievable. Gold has not even moved about 100 pips in one direction, so I can really see 72 being tapped and sales really playing out. Because look what it's done now. You guys gotta understand one thing though, you are still within this range. So every time price has not broken out of this consolidation, so you know, something like this, we were expecting price will go to the top side and start coming to the bottom of the range. But now if we start breaking out of the range, you're going to see a really explosive move either to the top side or the downside. So let's see how it plays out. That'll be interesting to see. Hey Kay, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
We are good this morning. It's
good.
Freezing in Texas.
Oh really? No way. It's actually quite cold over here as well, honestly. Are you trading, Kay, or are you just chilling today?
I will be here shortly.
Okay. Sounds
I did analyze this morning before I left, to take the girls into town.
Okay, sounds good. And you know, Andrew was actually talking to me about doing this podcast on Wednesday, so tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. It actually sounds quite interesting. So let's see what she has.
Yeah, what time?
To be honest, I did tell her to come join the session today, and then we'll discuss. But she must be busy. I mean, I'll message her once again. I'll be like, listen, Ange, if you got time, come join the session. Let's discuss it. But I think she must be busy.
So where's Garcia? Have you talked to Garcia?
Yeah, Garcia's sleeping. Let me call him again. The man is sleeping. Let me call him.
Oh.
Yeah. He was sleeping yesterday as well. This man. I'm gonna wake him up right now. If he picks up.
Maybe done trading for the year.
No. He's actually not. Yes, my brother. Everyone's missing you on the live stream. Where are we?
Yeah, trying to fix my computer right now.
You're trying to fix your computer? What happened to your computer?
It won't turn on, dog.
Oh, no way, bro. Did you break it?
Yeah. Not my laptop, the big one.
The big one. Come join us on your
Yeah.
laptop, man. Come join the Zoom.
Alright, I'll be there, brother.
Okay, see you. Bye bye. There you go. He's coming now. His computer's broken. His computer's broke. Yeah, that's one thing. Some technical issues. But how's everyone on the YouTube live chat, guys? Honestly, gold is looking delicious today. As we spoke about this earlier, like, you know, I told you guys, look, the easiest way to trade right now will be to kind of like trade within the range. How are you, Finny? You good, bro? Oh, we're coming down to the lows now at this point now. As soon as we start breaking below these lows, honestly, it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens. Either we're going to see a massive push to the top side or we're going to just start dropping. So either way, really nice positions are coming. Because again, you guys will understand, right? If you didn't take positions up there, let's be quite honest now. Look at this candle here. Look. This candle actually like rejected. So this was your first rejection. Second candle had an attempt to, you know, push up. It tried it, but look how it closed again. It just did not have any sort of momentum. So now this candle, as soon as it started to break these lows, it made sense to start executing on a sell position, right? It kind of made sense. So now again, if you guys didn't get a chance to obviously execute on any sort of positions up there because it's just not your session yet, you now have to wait for this to break and see how price reacts, because from here now you can still execute on a sell position, or you can even see buys working out. Man, when was this? This was 07. So these are like your lows over here, right? I think these are your daily lows just down here. Ooh, look at this drop, guys. Holy, look at this drop, man. Look at this drop. See, that's your liquidity grab now. At this point, again, we're waiting for a retest. See, it came down to retest 775. We spoke about this, right? Might grab liquidity and then 775 might get retested. At this point now, there is no sort of like, you know, wick on your minute candle. Look at the wick on your minute candle. There is no wick. So you have to wait for the wick to be formed at this point now. And then from there, see if it wants to go down. Man, this is about to drop now because it's going back down once again at this point now. Honestly, we start turning 775 into some sort of... Oof. This is insane, guys. This is insane. Insane amount of pips right now. Oh man, something like this was expected. Even from here, you can now see buys working out. So let's quickly go back. But honestly, you start breaking below this again. Oof. It's going to be an insane push to the downside. Okay, at this point now, look, you have liquidity in the market, right? Remember we spoke about this, guys. So now if you start breaking the lows again, start turning these areas into some sort of, you know, significant resistance areas, you can most definitely just say that, okay, gold wants to go down now. And honestly, if we can see a nice drop today, oh, that would just be amazing. Let's go, gold. Let's go. Let's get it. 100 pips today to the downside. Because again, look at your intraday time frame as well. Look at your daily candle, guys. Now at this point, you're tapping the lows of the previous daily candle, right? So potentially now you're looking to see, is this a pullback? So what makes this a pullback? Well, it's going to start breaking its own lows again. And then at that point, it becomes a pullback, because at this point, technically, you have grabbed liquidity, right? Look, you violated the daily lows. So this is kind of like, this was your liquidity zone right here. I can even move it down a little bit. It was a little bit too high. Look at that. This was your liquidity zone down here. You violated that. At this point now, look, what's going to happen is, if you start turning these areas here into some sort of resistance, look at that, price just retested this. And then from here now, you had an undecisive candle so far. So you want to see what the next candle does. If it starts breaking the lows, then technically you're coming down to the next lows, which are at 775. And you start breaking below that, guess what? It's so simple. You're just going down. So again, we spoke about this. What's our next target? 772 could be the next target. And I can really see that being hit. 772 can really get hit. Potentially, daily might just want to form some sort of bottom wick to 772. But I think if we start clearing 772, we can come down to 769 could be the next target as well. Can see that being hit. But again, this is that area where you can start bouncing up from. Just keep that in your mind as well, guys. You can really start bouncing up from here. So now you wanna see this area here being, you wanna see this area here start holding as a resistance some sort of resistance level, because look at your 30-minute has the upper wick as well as a bottom wick now. And remember we spoke about this earlier as well. Potentially could come down here at 775, kind of like form a double bottom on the 4 hour, grab some liquidity, and then from there just start pushing all the way to the top side of the range. And then we said, okay, now when it starts to push up, you want to see how aggressive the pullback is. If it's really aggressive, at that point you want to see if, like, you know, your area is being held as a support area to potentially take it back up. Otherwise you want to just wait for it. You just want to wait for it to start breaking above these liquidity areas. So now let's say you want to see where can you see a lot of momentum from. A lot of momentum kicks in from 7.7. You're right, Garcia, my brother?
Yeah, brother, I'm straight.
What happened to your computer, bro?
I forgot that this weekend I had reset it.
Okay.
And now I'm trying to figure out, because it won't open up magic keys. It says like this program is already running. It might be in a hidden icon.
Oh no, bro.
Trying to Google this thing.
Do you have like a Mac, or what do you have?
Yeah, it's just a Windows computer.
Oh, it's a Windows computer.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, show me what the error is after this stream. I might be able to help you.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. With Macs, I don't know anything, but with Windows, I can help you. Bro, Macs are so complicated, man. I can't even use them. Honestly.
The computers that they sell are expensive too.
Yeah, they actually are.
Too expensive right
You
now.
know, even yesterday people were asking, where is PG? I was like, PG is sleeping. That's where PG is. I was like, PG's probably sleeping. Yesterday people were asking on the YouTube live stream, where is PG? And look, someone said, Imran said PG is back. I think it will drop. Oh, guys, I know it will drop. I'm so happy right now. I can't lie to you. Let's go. Little sneak peek of MetaTrader 5. Let's go. Look at the MetaTrader 5. Let me hide it again. Let's go. Yo, I'm so happy. Today is a blessing. Let's go. This is it. See, now you're breaking the lows again. You're grabbing a lot of liquidity at this point as well. You're basically breaking out of this 4-hour range now, guys. Holy, these pips are crazy. From here, if you guys did have positions from up this, profits should be secured down here. That's for sure, because this can now just be the reversal sort of point, in my opinion. Man, today, if we can see a drop today, I'll be a happy man. But I think what it's doing is, again, just grabbing liquidity, and then from here we're gonna start going back to the top side of the range, unless we actually hold this level as a resistance level now, because now you've broken out of the range. You have actually grabbed all the liquidity. Most of the losses have been hit below this now, so you want to see this area being held as some sort of resistance, and just gold is starting to drop. That would be the one, honestly. Holy cow. Let's go, guys. Let's just I'm really betting for gold to drop today, man. I really want to see gold drop. Really do want to see a drop. I want to see like 1,000 pips today, honestly, on gold. 774.80. There we go. We're turning this area into resistance now. We start breaking below these lows. We're coming all the way down, man, in my opinion. Coming all the way down, guys. There we go. This is the drop now. Let's get it. Okay, 772 can get hit now. because of this resistance level. We are, oh my gosh, this is insane. These pips are insane. Look at these pips, my gosh. This drop on gold is insane, guys. This drop on gold is insane, guys. Honestly, this is an insane drop on gold. Insane, bro. I was expecting this from yesterday. From yesterday, man. This drop here. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've had a little swing trade since yesterday because I was expecting this. Look at this now. 500 pips up, guys. I've been holding this since yesterday. I didn't execute on these positions today. I've been holding this since yesterday. Look at this. More than 500 pips up right now, guys. I promise you, I didn't take any trades today. This I've been holding since yesterday, by the way. It's yesterday, guys. Since yesterday. Look at this trade just playing out. Oh my gosh. 600 pips up, guys. Guys, I was literally just up 600 pips. You guys saw that, right? Insane drop. Look at my magic keys as well. Nothing. I've taken nothing today. I've been holding this since yesterday, guys. Like literally yesterday. You guys see this? Little swing trade.
On a swing trade, watch out.
Nice, I'm in 320 pips already. Yeah, bro. We holding 500 pips here as well. Most of the profits should be secured here as well. 772. This is the target now. Target hit. Man, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Do you know what? That's the best thing about dynamic risk as well. Like on a big account, you can hold a little bit of a drawdown. I think I must have been in about $2,000 drawdown altogether. That's like 1% on this account, and right now I'm up like $7,000 on this trade. You guys can see the P&O is about 7,000, and these are tiny lots as well. You guys can see tiny lots, 0.5, 1, 0.5, really tiny lots, and I'm up like $6,000 now. So that's the thing, man. If you can honestly take dynamic risk positions, something like this can really play out. We start breaking below 772 as well. We're coming down, but now you can expect those big pullbacks as well to the top side. Keep that in your mind, guys. Really big pullbacks to the top side at this point. Let's go gold. If Goldie drops today, I'm gonna be a happy man. Happy man. Really happy man. Even up 61 would be amazing. Just like 61 today would be amazing, honestly. Amazing. I really want to see 1761 getting tapped today. That would be like the magical number for me. And probably if 61 gets tapped today, this will probably be my biggest hold when it comes to like gold. I know like it's dynamic risk, but again, I'm still holding though, because I really can't hold big positions on gold. I know myself. I start like, I'll start to overthink about it. But when it's tiny positions, I can really hold. But again, I do secure profits, so I don't really hold them, to the TP or the stop loss. I'll secure profits when I know, like, you're tapping into those key areas, and then from there you can see rejections. So again, now look, you've left this area now, broken out of the range. You had the move to 772. So now at this point now, the daily has a sustainable sort of bottom wick as well, right? So look at your daily candle. You've broken the lows of the previous candle, and now the next target potentially is your support area. And if we start breaking below this, man, honestly, I don't know if we can see that today, but if we can see that today, that'll be the move to the downside. That'll be amazing, honestly. Amazing push to the downside.
This area it's in is in a very strong support level.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see what happens in the next minute now with the new 15-minute open. Either we're gonna start seeing a massive push to the top side from here now, or we're gonna start dropping again. But at the moment, the way these candles are printing, really tiny candles, like really tiny candles. So let's see what happens, man. Maybe the next 15-minute can give us that next explosive push, start breaking out of 772 and go straight down to 69. It could be it. It could be it. It could be it. That could be it. Healthy stacking. Potentially this is the new 15-minute open now. The previous 15-minute highs are all the way up there at this point as well. So either it's going to retest the highs all the way to the top side and then from there start to drop. Let's see what happens. You gotta see like how much momentum there is as well, right? Kind of like closing positions, securing profits as well now at this point.
Yes, yeah. I would do that too.
Yeah, I've closed all the positions, man. I'm gonna take more positions, but for now, I'd rather just secure profits. I had a lot of profits there. I don't want to lose them. Like literally, I'd rather just secure it. Not trying to be greedy. Do you know what I mean?
As long as you
I was-
play with more.
Yeah, I was up like 600 pips, 600 pips. I don't want to be greedy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, my human self wants to be greedy, but my professional self doesn't know. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, human self says, yeah, be greedy, hold it, but nah, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good today. Insane drop, man. Insane drop today. Drawdown was worth it, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
The drawdown was worth it, people. Honestly, even now, look at this 15-minute. If it starts breaking below like 772 now, you can potentially start to see more like of an aggressive drop. But right now, it's potentially forming that bottom wick, right? So it can really start pushing up from here as well. Let's just see what happens because this can be that turning point area. The daily has a bottom wick. So I'm really thinking what's going to happen now. Really thinking, man. Really thinking. Want to be extra careful here, though. Because it had a really nice drop. Really nice drop. Did you catch that drop? Yeah, man. I caught like 500-600 pips. Caught the whole drop to the downside. I'm going to post it on Insta in a bit. You guys saw that. Okay, now honestly, I do want to see if I can execute on some more positions, because I have a lot of profits to play with now. But let's see what happens. I got $491 left to do my FTMO. Nice, man, nice. I would say if you have some time left, leave it for Thursday or Friday, because gold has dropped a lot now. You don't know what's gonna happen next. Because again, you don't really have any sort of like fundamental factors in place today as well. So I would say like wait for either CPI news and then try to obviously take tiny positions and see if you can do that. Or even wait for Thursday. It depends how much time you have. But I had an insane drop from up there, man. Insane drop. Again, look at the 15 minutes as well now. At this point now, it's literally just starting to come down once again. We had one rejection from down here. At this point, it's forming an upper wick as well, so we really have to see now what's going to happen. If it starts breaking below this again now, potentially can see us going down. Start turning my magic keys on as well at this point. So you got another 11 minutes left as well for the new 4-hour to open. So let's see what happens, man. Right now, look, it can really easily bounce off of this area, but it starts breaking below this, and you see some sort of nice retest. You can potentially see a further drop. But until then, it's just a little retest, forming some sort of a deeper bottom wick. In my opinion, that's what it's doing. Unless again it starts breaking below this. It is a volatile session, so and it seems like there's a lot of volatility in the market today. Look how much it dropped, like 100 pips. Amazing drop, right? Amazing drop. I'll be extra careful here though, because now this is a key area, right? Look, you've rejected it at this point now once, so now you have an upper wick on the 15 minutes as well. So what can be happening is it's just coming down to form that bottom wick. So you want to see which way the momentum is at this point as well, and look at the way this bullish candle is starting to print out at this point, guys. Just look at the way it's printing out at this point. Seems quite bullish. Very bullish candle at this point now. So again, let's see now. If it starts breaking above its own highs at this point now, you're going to see a further push to the top side. So let's just mark the 15-minute highs at this point now, and let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens. Next area I'll be concerned, if we do start breaking out of the range, the top side of the range is obviously up here. That's the top side of the range, which is your 15-minute highs. If we start breaking up, we'll come in at least up to 17.75 now, and this can be that turning point sort of area, in my opinion. It really can be. Let's see what happens, man. I've got a little tiny position run into the top side now. I'm going to secure everything at 1-to-1 because I'm looking to secure as much profits as possible today. Not really looking to hold much of anything, to be honest. And now you start breaking above this, you're coming all the way to the top side, in my opinion. But you want to see how it reacts around this as well, though. Really do want to see how it reacts around this. Oh guys, someone's mic quite loud. Again, you haven't broken out of the range, but you're about to break out of this range now. You want to see, is this turning into that sort of like turning point area to start pushing up now? Because look, your daily candle now, it's dropped, really massive drop. I have a really sustainable bottom wick at this point as well. And now can we start forming those higher highs and higher lows? Could be nice to see. Got the new 4-hour should give us the, you know, extra bit of confidence. The new 4-hour should really give us the extra bit of confidence. So let's just see what happens, man. Let's just see what happens. As soon as we start clearing 775.83, we should be good to go up, honestly. Is the 8.3 area. After that, we're approaching 77.35. And then hopefully with the new 4-hour open, you can start seeing some sort of momentum kick into the top side. What do you reckon, Paul and Garcia? You guys still yeah?
I'm actually in a buy going back up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I've got a buy position running here. Because have the liquidity, have everything now to start pushing up. Oh man, it's not gonna let me take any more positions, obviously. That's why I want to start securing profits. That's what the one thing I don't like about this FTM account is the leverage, man. So I'm thinking about going for the MFF now before Feb. Oh, look at Ange, the nurse.
I can't speak much, but we pretty have the same analysis.
Nice, Ange.
So
Don't
I'll
worry.
just stay on mute, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry. Sounds good. But yeah, man, this is about to go up now. This is about to go up, guys. This is about to go up. Is it possible to get 20 pip trades today? Someone wants to pass the challenge today. It's like, is it possible to get 5 trades where we catch 20 pips each today? I mean, you saw the drop. We caught the drop now. We're looking to take this bad boy all the way up. But, you know, to be honest, a little bit of a different approach now. Rather than securing, like, you know, partials, going to just be securing whole positions at 1-to-1. Because what happens is, with partials, you're expecting big moves, right? And when there is not a lot of volatility in the market, like, it becomes a bit tricky for your partials to play out. Literally, you don't, you know, like hundreds and 200s pips, you know what I mean? So I'd rather just secure those 1-to-1s and just let it play out, man. Well, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. I'm looking to take some trades today myself as well. Build some profits for CPI. Let's see what we can do. All in today, guys. All in. Now maybe in the next 5 minutes we can see something. Yeah, it's not financial advice, by the way, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm not giving you any sort of advice here. I'm just taking trades. That's all it is, honestly. I'm taking my own trades. No financial advice over here. Yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna get beaten up by Ange. And she's a nurse. She can really torture. She knows how to torture. Trust me, guys. But Ange, late in a little bit, let's just see if we can capitalize on some positions with the new 4 hour approaching. Then we can discuss the podcast. So guys, we're actually making a podcast tomorrow. Me, Ange, and then a couple other members as well. It's gonna be amazing podcast, honestly. Amazing podcast. We're gonna talk about like a lot of things like traders should be talking about, like what trading really is about. It's not about, like, you know, seeing millions and millions every day, like buying a Lamborghini. That's not what trading is about. Trading gives you capital, which you should be investing in other assets. That's what you should be doing with the capital you're getting from trading. Because again, you're not going to have a profitable day every single day. So, you know, you really do want to have that buffer. You want to start building other assets as well, so you don't depend. Oof, man, this is going to fly straight to the TP now. Oof, bro, this is going straight to my TP at this point. Look at that, the TP is just there now. This is my TP right here. 22. Wow, this is insane, man. This is insane. It's pushing all the way up, guys. Look at that. It's about to go right past my TP. And the new 4 hour approaches, I'm going to look to scale in on this, honestly. But I'll be happy if I can take up my TP now. But you see that aggressive push to the top side now. 775.83 gets taken out. I'll be a happy man. We start pushing above that. Oof, we're going to see a nice push to the top side. Maybe even 100 pips to the top side, in my opinion, today. Top side. Another 3 minutes left for the new 4 hour. Let's see what happens. Another 2 minutes left now. So you've retested 775, which is a danger zone. Potentially from there you can start pushing down. So from here, if you just see a pullback and you start breaking above these highs once again, you're coming all the way to the top side, in my opinion. At least up to like 7715. That could be the next target. Let's see what happens though. Insane push to the top side, guys. Man, that drop was so nasty. Did you guys catch the drop, by the way, from up here? To be honest, I didn't take those positions today. I had them running from like yesterday, little swing trade, because I was expecting gold to drop. So But now I'm looking to stack up on a buy position today if it works out. Let's see. With the new 4 hour open. Been waiting for it but missed it. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. My TP is about to get hit though on this position that I have running. You know what I'm gonna do? Just to be fancy, I'm gonna put partial TP at 1 to 1. And I'm just gonna secure 100%. Just so we hear that sound of pew when it gets hit. Just to be fancy. But I do want to scale in though with the new another minute. The new 4 hour is gonna give you that explosive push to the top side as well. I'm thinking, honestly. Let's see what happens, guys. This is it now. The new 4 hour is coming up in the next minute. And we start breaking above 775.83. We are pushing to the moon. All the way to the top side. All the way to the top side. It needs to calm down a little bit though. Just to form that bottom wick. And then from there just start pushing up. There we go. There we go. This is the new 4 hour open now. Let's see, is this the magical candle we have been waiting for? It needs to start pushing down first. The magical candle. This is it, guys. This is it. Let's see what happens now. There we go. It's coming down to potentially form that bottom wick. Look at the way the previous candle closed as well. It had a tiny bit of a rejection now. So let's just see what this candle does. Either it's going to go up to retest this structure and then from there start pushing down again. Or if we start turning that structure into some sort of support, this just becomes your whole liquidity grab to start actually forming the highs. So let's really just see what happens, honestly. It will be really interesting to see. I want to see the 4 hour coming down just a little bit though, just to form that bottom wick, and then after that just start pushing up some sort of explosive candle to the top side. So let's see if we can start coming down to the lows of this range all the way down here, and then from there start pushing up again. Then I can kind of like stack up as well. 775.91. Okay, what's this area here? This is about 7712. Yeah, this is the top side of the range at the moment. That's where it is. 5,000. Okay, there we go. Time to come up. Time to come up. As soon as we start breaking above 775.91, we're coming up, I think. Honestly, I can see at least 1781 being tapped. What do you reckon, Paul? I think 81 can be tapped today if we have some momentum in the markets.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see it go past and close 77. Once it does that, yeah, I think it can go all the way back up to 82.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So 81 to 82 could be the target. Same, Angie's looking for the same thing as well. That's amazing. But gonna have to wait though. Gonna really have to see how it reacts around this level here first. Because either this is gonna give us opportunity to stack in with more positions, or it's gonna potentially start to drop down a little bit more. Let's see what happens.
Open NYC. Open.
Yeah, with the NYC we might get some more momentum kicking in. But some sort of correction is expected now though to the top side. Because honestly, I'm not expecting the structural lows to be violated before CPI. Really not. Really not. And this push to the downside was really aggressive. We have our bottom wick at this point as well on the daily candle, you guys can see. So now, at this point, we start to reject off of 772. Look, you see a lot of momentum kick in from down here. This is a really, really aggressive zone for buyers. Really, really aggressive. Look at the push to the top side from down here, 200 pips. I think what gold is trying to do is just form that bottom wick on the 4 hour now. But because the momentum is so low, it's taking its time It's really taking his time. So really do want to catch this beast from down there once again. Just stack up, stack up, stack up. I'm gonna let it calm down a little bit though, and then after that we'll see what we can do with this. Is what's happening on the YouTube live stream? Guys in the chat, what are you guys looking for? If you have any questions for us, go ahead and ask us the questions. While we wait for our setups to show up, we're gonna answer your questions. So as I told you guys, I'm not really looking for any like, you know, big positions anymore. I'm more like sort of like approach I'm going on with is like, you know, stacking up like with dynamic risk. I think that's the best approach, honestly. But if I had like big positions from up there, oof, it would have been a massive, massive day today. But again, with dynamic risk, it worked out nicely. I didn't secure too much. I secured about just a little bit over 2% with those stacks from up there. Really nice though. On a 200k account, that's amazing. Like 5k is amazing. Okay, there we go, starting to push up at this point now. This might just be it. This might just be the when we start breaking. Oh my gosh, who was that? Who sneezed like that? Scared the hell out of me. Bro, who was that? That made me jump. Who was that? My gosh, I was fully about to stack and I lost the whole
You're never
flop.
gonna say now.
So at this point, look at this, just pushing up. The TP was up here, so you guys can do your own calculations at this point now. So I'm holding some more. I'm holding this honestly for a little bit now. Let's see how it plays out. But this is really nice now. It's working out.
My bad. That was my fiance that walked in.
Oh, okay. No worries, no worries. There is a 15 MPOI just below 1772 waiting for that. What's a POI? Do you guys know what POI
Like
is?
point of interest?
Point of interest?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe so.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm looking to stack all the way to the top side. Let's see how it plays out though. Don't want to see gold kind of like coming down. I just want to see it go up. At this point, look, you have the new 4 hour. 4 hours creating the upper wick at this point as well, which is amazing now. That's where you should have taken out some of the profits, and now let's see if we can see those pullbacks to kind of like stack in. Otherwise, look, it has to form the upper wick as well, right? So just keep that in your mind, guys. Look, you've broken the highs of the previous 15-minute candle as well at this point now. So again, he's going to pull back and then create the leg back up. Pull back, create the leg back up. It's just how you're going to see price action now for a little bit. Potentially, but man, I really don't like the leverage on FTMO accounts, man. I really don't like this leverage on the swing account. I don't think I'm going to be ever going for the swing account for FTMO ever again. Honestly, I'm really starting to think I'd rather just go for the MFF account, my Forex funds. Like, the leverage is amazing. You can literally do everything. Even the profit splits are better. The thing is, right, with the other FTM account, the leverage is decent, but you literally can't do anything with it. You have like no freedom whatsoever. It's just insane. But let's go. The rocket ship is ready, guys. The rocket ship is ready. It's ready to go up. Can we hold this rocket ship all the way up to 81? Trying to hold this all the way up to 81, guys. All the way up to 81. I think we can see pullbacks from potentially 77. That's the area where we can see the pullbacks from. But 81, you can probably see 81 in my opinion, because look at this whole move to the downside. We can at least see like 50% correction. So, you know, 50% will be about, yeah, roughly about 80-ish, 81. So let's see what happens. 18 pips up at this point now. 18 pips up. Man, it's starting to look really, really good at this point. Again, you're breaking the highs. You're just forming higher highs and higher lows. Like, it's amazing. You see what it is with the FTM account is actually for swing traders as well, because what happens with us, right? Let's say if we've been going through some sort of like a drawdown phase, and let's say, you know, we're like down 2%, 3%, whatever, like it becomes so hard to stay consistent with your positions, because then it doesn't even let you risk 1% once again. That's why it's so hard to kind of like trade on these sort of accounts. And the thing is, like, they kind of, you know, if you are somebody who, let's say you have 400k and you're satisfied with risking about 0.2% and you're happy with that for the day, then it's excellent for you. But for me, I'm trying to gain a lot of capital, in millions. So I kind of always want to be risking consistent 1% per day. Doesn't matter how big my capital is. So it becomes really hard to trade this FTMO account, because let's say you're in a 2%, 3% drawdown, they don't even let you risk 1% anymore. You have to go down to 0.5%, and then you start stacking up on 0.5% for a couple of days, and then you work it. Oof, what a beast. What a beast. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. Oh my gosh, look at this beast. Oh, you beast. Gold, you beast. Gold, you beast. Oh, look at this beast, guys. Look at this beast. Of $4,000 on this trade. Oh my gosh, look at this beast. Ho, this is a beast. Oh my gosh. Gold is such a beast, man. I told you guys it's coming up. I told you guys it's coming.
This is where I take a partial.
Yeah, this is where I'm closing as well, honestly. This is where you want to start to close now.
Don't close it all, but...
No, like close partials, my bad. Not close the whole position. Yeah, most definitely. Oof, this is insane, guys. Insane. Partial has been closed at this point now. Let's see if we can run this bad boy all the way to the top side. Well, gold is going crazy today, guys. It's a maniac today, man. Jeez, insane. Come on, gold. Let's go. Today's a great day, man. Today's a great day. First, we caught a push to the downside. Now we're catching this bad boy all the way to the top side. I've secured some partials there, by the way. I've just got 4.23 lots running on this position now. And if it goes up to 80, you know what? 81, I'm going to take this out potentially. Not 83. Don't want to be greedy with this bad boy. And then we'll look to see if we can take more trades. I'm joking, no over trading. But someone said he wants to take 5 trades, 20 pip trades. So technically this is 3 trades done now, because you saw about 60 pips on this move. Or 2-3 trades done now technically for you. Man, what a push to the top side this was. What a push to the top side this was. It's insane. Insane push to the top side. I was expecting something like this, but not this sort of momentum. This was insane. It just came out of nowhere. This minute candle. How big was this minute candle? Insane. Insane.
I was expecting it in 15 minutes.
Oof, look at this bad boy, bro. Oh. See, the correction was insane, man. It was expected. The correction was expected, guys. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I just wanted to push up a little bit more. Or I'm going to start closing the whole position here and look to scale in with tinier positions. Because I'm up like a lot of profits right now. So I might just look to... If it does start breaking below, I'm going to start closing. I don't want it to break these candle lows, otherwise I'm going to take this out and I'll look to scale in with like tinier positions. I really do want it to become a rocket ship now. See, guys, is the
taking partials at 1780.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I might just take some more partials now, but I think if it starts breaking above this now, then you can see a rocket ship up to 81. Yeah, I'm going to take out the position another half here. Yeah, I'm going to take out another half there, guys. I can't lie to you. Not interested. I want to secure as much profit as possible, honestly. If it starts breaking below these lows, I'm going to take out another half, to be honest. I'm going to just take out the full position and I'll look to scale back in.
Another thing I do is when I've taken up most of the position, I activate trailing stop loss too.
I've
So,
never tried it, to be honest. Is it good?
yeah, if you know how to use it, it's pretty cool. Like when you've taken off most of your profits, instead of letting price go back to break even or to wherever you put your stop loss, you just enable the trailing so that if it continues going in your direction, you're securing more automatically, you know.
Okay.
And you don't have to be there to move it. You just make sure your MT4, MT5 is open and
My
it'll
gosh,
just
man.
follow price. You know, it's pretty cool. You just watch the trailing, move with it.
Look at this push to the top side, man. Insane. What amazing day. Today was like a hidden gem. You're not expecting it, but it actually gave up. But you know what? This is why gold is just so exciting, man. You can never, ever, like, you know, give up on gold. Like, you can never give up on gold. That's the thing. Gold will give you those moves eventually. So when it's not moving, like, you just have to respect it and just kind of like manage your positions. Because when it comes to giving, oh, gold is going to give you so much, man. It's insane, guys. It's insane. It's insane. Man, you guys saw I was up like 500 pips to the downside. Like, yeah, I didn't execute on those positions today, fair enough. But again, I saw something for me to actually hold it. And now look at this. Like, literally from down there, up like 50 pips on one position. I can't lie to you, I was trying to scale into this position, but the leverage just did not let me. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, the TP is coming up. 81 is coming up at this point now. Look at this beast, man. What a beast. What do you reckon, Paul? Should I just move my TP all the way up to 82 at this point now? Oh, look at this. It's gonna fly right past my TP at this point, guys. My gosh. 60 pips up to the top side as well. This is like beast mode right now. Beast mode, guys. Yeah, this is insane at the moment, honestly. I'm gonna probably close full position if it starts breaking below 779.81. That's what I'm gonna do now. And I'm gonna move my TP up. I don't care, I'm moving my TP up. I must secure another half here though. I'm gonna move my TP up because, again, look at the potential in the daily candle. Look at the potential in the daily candle. Told you guys this was gonna happen. Look at this daily candle, man. You can at least come up to like 84. 62 pips up at this point now. Do you know what? If it starts breaking its own laws at this point now, like 779.81, then I'll close the full position and I'll look to scale back in because I want to start securing all the profits up here. I don't want to go back down. That's the thing. So if it starts breaking below 779.81, I'll secure. Otherwise, I'm gonna just hold this bad boy, at least for like.
Yeah, I'm securing about right now about 1780.
Yeah, I've secured most profits anyway.
My TP is at 84.
Man, I've secured most profits anyway. But so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be really stingy with this position. If it starts breaking below its own lows, literally minute lows, I'm gonna start securing. Otherwise, I'm gonna hold this. Cause like initially my TP was all the way down there, so I've made a lot more than what I was meant to make from this position anyway. So I'm not gonna be more greedy now. If it gives me something, it gives me. Otherwise, it is what it is. I'll secure profits. But I want to scale in though. But I think this is a rocket ship, man. Just gonna do his thing now, this rocket ship. Oh, beast of a cat. Oof, bro, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's going up. 100 pips coming up to the top side. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the YouTube live stream, man. We're doing this literally in December. Do you guys see how insane that is? We're doing this in December, man. In December. Who does this in December? Like, insane amount of pips in December. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this push, guys. Imagine if I had stacked up on this. Oh, that would have been insane. I would have called like 1,000 pips today, guys. 1,000 pips today.
Yeah, stacked up. I got.
Did you stack up, Paul?
3 trades running from 72.
Nice, 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 man. Nice, nice, amazing.
This was a textbook trade setup of the way I trade.
It honestly was.
Literally to the level I had marked the 72 as an entry point after liquidity grab.
do you know what, we kind of did discuss this with everyone. So if everyone did tune in on the live stream, when the live stream started, they knew what we were looking for. Literally, we were waiting for the liquidity, and then after that we were looking to take it back up anyway. So like, you know, we had everything planned out. We had the move to the downside planned out, and then we had this move to the top side planned out as well. Do you know what I mean? So if you guys actually tuned in on the right time, which you should be tuning in anyway if you trade with us, which is at 1:30. 1:30 is when our session starts, but our trade starts at 1 o'clock. This is GMT, this is like UK time. I don't know, in Eastern I think it's about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I could be wrong, one of them, but yeah, AM by the way. Do you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this position at 1780.20, because I'm looking at my equity. I like where my equity is right now, and then scale back into this later. Yeah, I might just take this position now, honestly. And I want to see if I can... Yeah, I'm going to take this position out here. I'll scale back in later. I'm happy so far.
Yep.
Holy, this position made me 2% as well. Guys, I've had an insane day so far. Oh, man. If I show you guys my MetaTrader 5 right now, it's insane. I'm up $9,000 for the day. Look at that. See that? All winners, all winners, all winners. I've had an insane day today. Big day, guys. $9,000 right now. That swing trade was amazing, and then this trade gave me just $4,000. Now that this one trade that I had running from down here. So you see, now if I was to take more trades, it's not really over trading, is it? Because I'm just using some profits. But now we do want to see, like, when the... Now let's see what happens with NYSE, man. Really want to see what happens with NYSE at this point now.
Yeah.
You taking out all your trades?
Much. No, I've closed most of the profits. Now it's just runners.
At this point, you can expect some sort of pullbacks as well. That's why I just took everything out, man. I just couldn't be asked, you know, to hold it, because it was literally just like tiny position running at that point as well. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't be asked, man. I couldn't be asked. But do you know those swing trades were actually from yesterday, guys? Look at this. Literally for today, I'm only up 2% because of this trade, that one trade I just took now. See, it says 2 trades, but that's because of the partial. I've only taken 1 trade so far. That's because the partial got taken out. So it shows as 2 trades, but just got one trade taken out. And those positions were actually, I was holding from like yesterday because I knew this was going to happen. And especially when you have choppiness, something like this will happen. But it makes sense to actually like take out some of your positions up there now, man. Let's see with the NYSE if we can get the next bit of like momentum kick now. NYSE could be it at this point. Even from here, you can expect those retracements now. It could start to pull back a little bit from up here, start pushing down a little bit, and then later on start to push back up. Let's just see what happens with NYSE though. Yeah, I can't lie to you guys. This FTM account is actually quite annoying. You actually can't make big money on this. The way the leverage is, you can't make big money on this. I'll be completely honest. I'm really thinking about going for my Forex funds now. But I'm probably gonna go for the smaller account, the 100k one, because I'm gonna keep the FTMO one for Feb. Start trading it from Feb, and until then, because I do still want to trade, but I don't want to obviously trade the 200k account. So I'll probably just start the 100k challenge with MFF, my Forex funds, and then yeah, try a different sort of company as well, a different prop firm. Why not? Why not? If it holds above 1781, then hold that beauty, dear. Thank you, my bro. But no, honestly, I didn't want to hold this, man. I was scaling, but man, I wanted to take out everything here, honestly. But guys, can we get at least 30 likes today? I haven't even seen 10 likes recently. let's get, like, you know, I'm gonna start getting some special guests on the live stream as well, because obviously now trading will be a little bit slow, so I'm gonna start bringing a lot of people. I've got a lot of stuff planned for this YouTube live stream. Just make sure you guys show some love, drop a like, share this with your friends and family. Free education, man, free education. Another 6 minutes left now for the new NYSE Open coming up. Let's see what we can do. Okay, cool. Another 5 minutes left now. What are we expecting at this point, Paul? What I'm expecting is, I'm either expecting this area here to start turning into that pullback area, because technically we have, you know, broken the structure lows and we are forming new lows. But what this was, in my opinion, this was just a liquidity grab breaking out of this range, kind of like retracement of this whole push to the top side. In a way, this was your 50% correction, right? If you actually see the push, it started all the way from down here, and then this became your correction at this point now. And after grabbing a lot of this, like, you know, liquidity, you're gonna start seeing a push to the top side. What are you thinking, Paul? Can you give a think about GBP USD? No, guys, I don't trade GBP USD. Just gold. Let's just stick to gold. I'm not gonna do analysis on any other pairs, because I don't know the ins and outs of those pairs. I know the ins and outs of gold, so I can give you my analysis on these, but the other pairs, I don't trade them, so I won't be doing that. And sorry about that, Paul, go on.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna slow down a little bit here, retrace. It's just like it's doing. That actually kicked me out of one of my trades in profit.
That's why I took everything out.
Yeah, if it goes back down below 77, then it might be another move down. But if it stays above 77, then it might work its way back up to like 84. That's what I'm looking at.
Do you know what I'm thinking now,
So
with
there's
the
liquidity up there.
Do you know what I'm thinking now, with the NYSE? We might be able to start seeing a push either to the top side or the downside. But if this gets broken, then the push to the top side will be a bit aggressive as well, in my opinion. This 81 level should either hold and we should start pulling back down now, or they should start pushing up now. I'm going to look to see if I can execute on a sell position up here. If we start respecting this with the NYSE Open, I might just aim for that 1-to-1, because I can see the 1-to-1 being here. I'm going to start risking some of the profits I've gained now to make more profits, basically. Because gold is not as simple as it looks, like, if that makes sense. Like, it'll push down, it'll push up, but doesn't mean now because it's pushing up, it's just going to keep on pushing up. This can just be that pullback, because look at this. Potentially this became your correction, right? Your 50% correction now because of this whole move down. So now this is becoming your pullback once again now. So this is gold trying to figure out if it wants to go up or down now. So this is a crucial area that we have. If we start breaking down again, we're coming all the way down, man. We can see the second drop now starting to come down, start to create the next leg down, because you haven't even violated the structure highs. So what makes you think gold's going to go up? Do you know what I mean? So you have to just wait for those confirmations, those confluences, and just let it play out, man. Got a little tiny position running now, sell position. Let's see what happens, man. I'm gonna take care if it starts breaking above 81 again, but I'm gonna look to see if I can stack up a little bit. Okay, another minute left for the new NYSE to open. Not new NYSE, but yeah, the more momentum to kick in. It might retest the supply zone, which is in the same position as the 50 moving average, and then keep going down on my breakthrough. Where is the 50 moving average? I don't know. I don't have the 50 moving average. Sure, tell me the levels, guys, when you say like 50 moving average and things like that. I don't know where that is. I don't use it. As you can see, my charts are, there's nothing, no indicators on my charts, nothing whatsoever. But I can see it coming down a little bit more, man. Let's see. I want to have a 10k day today. 10k day today. It's a game now. Need to hit those numbers. Then it's going to be mission accomplished. Trust me, this is not revenge trading or even over trading. I'm just playing with profits, guys. Trust me, it is actually a game right now for me. I'm just playing with profits. That's all it is. I've made a lot of profits. I'm playing with profits. So simple. I'm not in a drawdown for the day. I'm not risking, like, you know, I've not made just like, you know, 1% for the day and I'm, you know, risking the whole 1%. I'm up like $9,000 right now for the day. Yeah, I mean, the positions I was holding were from yesterday, but still, I secured the profits today. So technically, it's today. The profits are today's profits, if that makes sense. Okay, this NYSE candle now, I want it to start coming up now, all the way up here. Either start breaking up or start going down. I would really like it to start rejecting from up here and start pushing down, to be honest. That would be like the sweet zone, sweet spot, if that makes sense, for us to start pushing down. But you would want to see some sort of momentum kick in, or either to the top side or the downside, and then it will make sense. Yeah, see the way it's like starting to form higher highs, higher lows. It's gonna come up to retest these highs. But if you start rejecting from up here, I'm gonna look to see if I can kind of like take a position up here again, sell position, maybe 1-2 lots, tiny positions, and see if I can hold them. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see what happens. Because honestly, if it starts breaking above 1781.23, at that point I'm expecting it to come up to at least the next resistance level, which is 83. And if it starts breaking above 85, oof, it's gonna be a rocket ship, man. Above 85. That's where the liquidity is, honestly. A lot of liquidity up there. Above 85.
Yep.
But let's just see, because it is forming an upper wick at the moment, so it becomes a bit tricky with anything. You just have to wait and see what it shows us. But if it starts breaking below the bottom wick, in my opinion, we can start seeing some sort of momentum kick into the downside. What do you reckon, Paul? I can really see that playing out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm beginning to think it has done its major moves for the day. I mean, it's moved quite a bit in both directions. So,
no, most definitely, most definitely. But I think there is one more leg coming. Either it's gonna be a leg to the top side, or no, it's gonna retest the key zone, that's for sure. Either to the top side or the downside. Nothing too aggressive. It's probably gonna be about 50 pips either to the top side or the downside. 40-50 pips roughly, with this candle here. But not this candle here, my bad. Like from this level here, not this candle. It could be in another hour, could be in another 2 hours, but I think we can see something else as well. Because right now there is a major imbalance in the market after these heavy moves. Trust me, so either it's going to go up or down. Because of this whole push to the top side, I can really see it's coming up. I can really see it coming up. But if we hold this 81 level and start rejecting off of here, then we're coming down as well, basically. Let's just see what happens, guys. Have to wait and see. Do you think market is going to be consolidated until after New Year? I mean, right now it's not consolidating. Today there was no, I mean, we were within this consolidation, but we broke out of it. So it really depends. It depends what day it is. On Thursday, probably no consolidations. Maybe because it's not a really high volatile session. There is news, but on Friday, most probably there will be no consolidation because of CPI. So we'll just have to see. Today there was no news. Were there any sort of news today? I don't think there was. yeah, there wasn't any sort of news today, just USD folder, which was not really a high volatile news event. So again, see, we broke out of consolidation. So gold just has its own days, basically. Just that's it. You just have to wait for gold to have its day and then make your profits. And then when it's not having its days, literally just stay out of it. Like, don't jump in consolidations. So simple. That's why I knew this was gonna happen. So yesterday I took the positions and I planned on, I decided to hold them, and it worked out for me. And then today took another position from down there. It played out nicely as well. Let's just see what happens now. Oh, look at that rejection to the downside now. Insane amount of momentum at this point now. Oh, this candle here looks nice, man. This rejection candle to the downside, honestly, looks quite nice now. I think this is when we can start to see some sort of retracement and even make like a little bit of a bottom wick if we start breaking below this 30-minute lows at this point now. But this is crucial though, these lows over here, because this is a support area as well. So if you can start breaking below and start turning this support into some sort of resistance, at that point you can see something. Your new 5-minute open is also potentially could just be forming the bottom wick to start pushing up. That's why we saw that push to the downside. But look at the previous 5-minute as well, just rejecting. So I think again, if we start breaking below these lows, we can see that last bit of move. But that's probably the last move, and then after that probably got call a day with gold, in my opinion. Okay, starting to form higher highs and higher lows at this point now. If it starts breaking above this, you can see that push to the top side, because it didn't break below the 30-minute lows now. So again, because of the new 5-minute open, it just had to come down to form a bottom wick. So again, 30-minute lows are being respected. Is about to break the highs of the previous 30-minute candle and turn into a rocket ship. Okay, it's pushing up now at this point. Honestly, to the top side now, I'm not really interested in any sort of positions. I would want to capitalize on a sell position, because you have a nice range to the top side as well. You can probably see about another 30 pips, but it becomes a bit tricky now, because this is a really heavy rejection zone. You can reject off of here, you can reject off of there, you can reject off any sort of level now, because of this consolidation that you're in. Why sells make sense is because you have this clean range to the downside, but you haven't actually had a clean range to the top side on the intraday time frame. That's the thing. You were just stuck within this consolidation, but now we know that obviously the lows are possible, because we've done it today. We actually did drop today, so we know that we can drop. That's possible for us without rejecting. We can have a clean drop. But with the buys, you need to first let it create those highs, and then after that see if you can capitalize on the pullbacks. Maybe take a position on a pullback. But I would definitely not like to buy gold just yet. Like, no way, because right now it's trying to make highs, so it can reject from anywhere, honestly, anywhere. But yeah, anyone, do you guys have any questions for us on the YouTube live stream? We got 32 people watching still. Ask us some questions, guys. Ask us some questions now. Let's get the chat active. Ask us some questions about trading, psychology, whatever. Even you want to ask us about gym. You know, I've been going gym recently, getting on my gym grind. I can give you guys some tips as well. You know, I've sorted out my diet. You know what I do now? It's so simple. Portion control. You see, like, I have a massive plate. Let's say if the plate is massive, rather than covering the whole plate with rice, you just put rice, like half portion is rice, you know, half portion is chicken, which is your protein, and then you top it off with some salad. And obviously, how long have you been trading? Oh, it's been a minute, man. It's been some time now with trading. Bro, I'm new here, but can you explain your trading style, please? My trading style is basically scalping. We turn our scalps into intraday trades. It's really intense, but you can see if you can obviously master the trading style, there is a lot of potential because they can work out really nicely. I do offer one-to-one sessions where I can teach you the trading strategy. I can't just tell you about it. It's not as simple as that, but yeah, if you want me to tell you about it, is a scalping strategy. We turn our scalps into intraday trades. But you can hit me up on Insta. How do you get out of the mindset of greed? I was up 17k on my funded account, was 2.9k away and lost all my profits. Do you know what happens, yeah? When you're so close to the finishing line, you're like so tempted to finish it right away. When you're close to the finishing line, you kind of like so let's say if this is like this is the distance between you and the finishing line, kind of go stretch out the difference, like, you know, the distance, stretch it out. That way make it hard for you to, you know, reach the finishing line. So lower down your lots, lower down your positions. That's how you got to do it. Every time when you're literally like an inch away, that's when you can destroy everything. But as soon as you start to, you know, approach that inch in a sustainable manner, trust me, that's how it works for me. Because I've done that before as well. I've been so close to hitting my targets, and then the greed kicks in. I'm like, that's it. I'm like so close to hitting my target. I'm going to do that today. And then guess what? It doesn't work out and I end up losing everything. It's happened to me as well. Trust me, I can relate on that one there. So the best thing to do is when you're so close to the target, just like don't think about the target. Just like approach it in a sustainable manner. Just how when, you know, you approached it when it was far away, just approach it in the same sort of manner. And then it'll work out, because what you done to get to this level worked out. So why change it when you're literally so close to, you know, getting it? So just keep the same sort of approach. What is the cost of your course? I don't have a course, guys. I don't have a course. I've not made a course, and I don't think I'll be making a course. But the one-to-one sessions, you can hit me up on my Insta. The Insta link is in the YouTube description of this live stream, and then over there we can discuss. But any other questions, guys, go ahead and ask us some questions. Honestly, from here with Goldilocks now, I just want to see sales playing out, man. But buyers can play out as always, forming higher highs, higher lows. I want to see some sales playing out from here, honestly. Caught the sales first, the buyers after. I want to see some more sales playing out. You know what? Let me show you. Let me give you guys some sort of motivation. Look at the profits. You guys see the profits? Can you guys see the profits, Paul? On the cam?
It's a little blurry. It's a little blurry. Hold it real still. You're like so excited. The phone's going.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Now? I think it's my camera. My camera is really trash, but it's literally $9,000, guys.
Yeah.
$9,000 on a funded, like, you know, if you can get a funded account, you can do this as well. I done it with my strategy. So the only thing that made me this money is the skills that I have. It's so simple. So if you can actually like understand this is really powerful, man. Imagine like, especially like your 1v1 session price. Hit me up on Insta, man. We can discuss. Hit me up on Insta. It really like, you know, varies what I charge. It depends on your level as well. So just hit me up on Insta. But base level, like, you know, what I'm charging is $100 an hour. But it really depends on your level. That's for like if you actually know how to trade. So if you're a beginner, first of all, I'm not taking you. I'm not taking any beginners. So you need to know how to trade. I can teach you my strategy. So if you're like starting from zero, you have to go learn. You have to go do the work yourself. But let's say if you're like a year or two into trading and you just want to become profitable and learn the strategy that I can help you with.
If they need to know what a pip is, tell them they can call me.
Oh yeah, we have K over here. You guys can hear up. Like, K, do you want to tell them what your Insta is?
K Schubert. And then I have project.fund.
Yeah, project.fund is for Forex as well. It's dedicated to Forex. Okay, so you're starting to reject off of this level now as well. I think we can really start to come down soon. I think we can start coming down. If there is maybe another 15 minutes, we can see that push down. Maybe the next hourly is going to start retracing down as well. But let's look at this hourly now. Yeah, see, this hourly can potentially turn into that pullback candle, and the next hourly candle can just start retracing back. But you would want to see this hourly start to reject as well, though. You would not want to see it close above 81. If it starts closing above 81, you're just starting to close above this little resistance level that you have to potentially go up to the next level, right? But if you start rejecting now below this support level, starting to reject off of this level now, you can see a lot of momentum kick into the downside, because as I said, first leg down, pull back, and next leg down. So simple, right? And you have liquidity in the markets also. You can expect something today, that's for sure. Let's see what happens, guys. Anyway, any other questions, guys? Go ahead and ask us questions. Lot size. What lot size do you use with FTMO? I have E8 funding. One lot size is $10 per pip. It doesn't matter what you're with. 1 second. But yeah, look at this starting to reject now. 1 second, guys. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Throwing some stuff out over here. But yeah, guys, ask us some questions, man. And also, guys, I want to start bringing some special guests as well on our YouTube live stream. So if you guys have somebody that you think I should bring on, go ahead and let me know on Insta. Even let us know right now on the YouTube live stream chat. I want to start bringing a lot of like professional traders. You know, they can kind of like tell you how you should be approaching trading. Like, you know, yesterday we had a professional trader and he told you like what sort of mindset you guys should have. He was a professional trader in London. So there we go, starting to come down at this point as well. So anyway, what was the question again? Lot size do you use with FTMO? I have ES funding. One lot size is $10 per pip. Yeah, it doesn't matter about what company you're with. Every one lot will be $10 per pip. One lot, you're going to have $10 per pip. Two lots, $20. Three lots, $30. That's got nothing to do with your funding company. And my lot sizes also depend on my equity, on my balance, how much I'm willing to risk. All of that comes into play. But look at it starting to reject at this point now. Look at your overly is starting to reject as well. So if you start, honestly, I can really see this starting to drop now all the way down to 772. If we start clearing this area once again. I trade like Raja using support and resistance, but I don't take impulse entry because of FOMO. Because of FOMO? You don't take? Oh, because of so you basically you try and prevent FOMO. That's why you don't take it. That's great, man. Raja's strategy is amazing. Raja's the king. You know, you've seen Raja's journey, but don't expect to be Raja, or don't expect to be like Raja. Expect to be you. It took Raja some time to get to the level he's at now, like I think 5 years to be precise. I think he said at start he blew up his whole, like, you know, his whole, I think, life savings. Oh, look at Paul, man. This guy, what's happening with I'll just give it advice. I see my man going like this. I'm like, whoa, yeah. Jeez, this guy, man. Love the energy. But yeah, guys,
Chilling.
yeah, you're making profits, man. I can tell today. Happy, man. But guys, honestly, look, Raja, you gotta understand, Raja's strategy resonates with his own personality. He likes to go for 10 pips, you know, 10 pips, 20 pips, and he likes to go in with big lots. You got kind of go for the strategy that resonates with your personality, not what resonates with Raja's personality. My strategy, I created it myself because it resonates with my personality. I know that I can't hold trades for like, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pips without securing anything, and you should be securing something anyway, because it doesn't make sense to just hold something because you can just reject at any time, right? But that's what I'm saying. So You got to see what works for you, what you are comfortable with, and then start kind of like start back testing and forward testing. I mean, to be honest, I don't really back test, more just like forward test. But what we do is we collect a lot of data, man. Data collection is a major thing when you're trading. You need to understand, okay, cool, let's say if you have like a long period of data, like let's say 6 months, right? You can go over every single thing because these are your samples, right? You can like, okay, cool, if I can have this sort of sample consistently, does that make me profitable? If it does, you have to stick to that. That's all it is about. How do you get the edits that say live chat with the phone and 1 and 2 trades? That's on OBS. That's on OBS. Like the edits with DA Forex. Did you make that, or how do you put that on your live stream? Yeah, that's with OBS. Look up on YouTube, OBS. You'll find out. Can you share your magic key settings on IG later? My magic key settings are so simple, guys. There's nothing with my magic keys settings. What's with my magic key settings? It's just let me show you my magic key settings. There's nothing there. I'll show you right now. Look at this. That's my magic keys right here. What you do is you just select this. You select these two here as well. Go to inputs. And because obviously we secure a lot of partials here, so when it comes to like max trade ideas, rather than obviously putting 1 or 2, it's not going to let you execute positions because of, you know, every partials is considered a trade as well on MetaTrader 5. Just keep that in your mind. So I just put 20 here to be safe. Max loss per day 4, max loss per day 4. That's it. That's all my settings are, and this is where I put my risk per trade. So 1% risk per trade. It's so simple. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to it. That's all it is. Nothing else to it. That's my settings basically, pretty much. The only things I focus on is literally the risk. I just put the 1% risk, 2% risk, whatever it has to be. That's it really. Okay, this is the new 5-minute opener. It's going to potentially come up, and then from there, look at this one, closed literally below this previous support area as well, have broken all the lows. So this one is potentially forming the upper wick. As soon as it starts breaking below these lows, now we're going to see the push to the downside as well, hopefully. Let's see, man. Every time I try to put in a trade, it does nothing. I have 250k. Yeah, maybe because you're taking partial positions and it thinks that you're taking, you know, a lot of different trades. So make sure you put about 20 trades per day, so it gives you like, you know, a lot of room to basically take trades. So do that. It'll work out. It'll work out. Okay, cool. Any other questions, guys? Come on, ask us some questions, man. I want to see. Obviously, if you guys don't ask me questions, I'm really gonna end up, you know, I'm gonna end the live stream in another 9 minutes. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead, ask us. As I said, this trade over here now is gonna take its time now to work out. If it does work out, I'll definitely be looking to execute on this. But if you guys have any some questions for us, go ahead, ask them to us. We have a lot of other people as well. You can ask them questions. You can ask PG questions. Some people were asking about Garcia. You have Kay as well. She's been trading for a long time. You have Paul. Paul's been trading for a long time. But I think Kay and Paul, you guys got to start showing your cam as well so people can start seeing you guys. Ready for this sell? That's if we get it. Yeah, I mean, again, if it works out, it will work out. Otherwise, it is what it is. Shouldn't be forcing it this late into the session. But if it works out, it will be an amazing trade. I can see it playing out nicely, honestly. But let's see what happens. Oh. I've got one position running from up here though, tiny position. If this plays out, I'm gonna look to scale it, but until then I'm just gonna let this do its thing. I don't even have a stop loss in this position. That's how small it is, you know. Don't even have a stop loss. Looking forward to Thursday and Friday. Yeah, Thursday and Friday is actually gonna be quite fun, like a lot of fun actually, because it's gonna be really high volatile sessions. And you know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting us to actually come down at this point now on Friday. Stop breaking below 61, stop breaking below 59 and come down to tap at least 55. That's kind of what I'm expecting for Friday. What do you reckon, guys? We could come down to 55 to grab all of this liquidity on the intraday time frame. Last question: do we have to pay to join the live sessions? So guys, I don't accept any members for live sessions. But let's say if you have taken the one-to-one session with me, and I feel like you have a really mature mindset, really mature approach to trading, then yeah, I can offer you the Zoom sessions. But that's only if you've taken the one-to-one session with me. Otherwise, I'm not offering this to anyone else. I'm really just keeping it closed, if that makes sense. But let's say, as I said, if you've taken a one-to-one session with me, which is a mentorship session with me, that gives me a chance to really get to know you and the way you approach trading, because I really don't want to make this about signals, and I don't want people joining me expecting me to be there every day giving them signals. Is one of those sort of things. I actually want to create a team. Like I don't want people they just dragging me down. I want people they kind of like picking me up. It's the same sort of thing for everyone, right? That's what we're trying to create over here, a community. But guys, as I said, you guys can ask me anything on Insta as well. I usually nowadays actually I'm not even as active on Insta anymore, because I've done this thing now. Every time my live streams are done, I just close Insta, man, because I've been spending so much time on social media. It's just no good. I actually don't have personal social media, because I ended up jumping off personal social media when the first lockdown got hit. I was like, you know what, I'm off this now, gonna have a little detox. But then because of my businesses, I always had to be on social media, so I'm trying to cut down on social a little bit more. How we schedule a one-on-one? You guys hit me up on Instagram, hit me up, be like, whatever, I'm interested in a one-to-one session with you, and then I'll let you guys know when I'm free, and we can see if you're free around that time as well. We can book something. But just hit me up on Insta. My Insta is d.a_forex. I think you can see that on the live stream anyway. Yeah, you can. Let's see if these sales play out, man. Let's see if these sales play out. Again, guys, you guys should not be chasing any sort of what's it called, profits. Now, as Paul said as well, we might just start to consolidate. Honestly, might really just start to consolidate. It might just be that we just consolidate, and might not just see anything anymore. So guys, we're gonna wait for another 4 minutes now, and then do you know what, on the YouTube live stream chat, guys, if you have any more questions now, I'll take them. I'll give you guys another minute or two. Otherwise, we're gonna end the chat now and the live stream. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't want to drag this. I want to go eat. I'm a little bit hungry now. So if you have any more questions, go ahead, ask me. Look, Kay is there as well. You can ask Kay's questions, especially if you're a female trader. You can ask Kay's questions, because she's been our trader for a long time now. Kay, how long have you been trading for, like, to be precise?
Almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years, guys. Almost 5 years, guys. Can you guys hear that? Almost 5 years. So she's got a lot of experience. Like, which area are you looking for sales? No. Don't ask me these sort of questions. Don't ask me. No. Make sure you guys behave. Don't ask me these sort of questions. Hey, Ange, welcome back. Ange, can you speak now? What's her IG again? Ange, turn your camera on as well.
Yeah, I will now.
So guys, me and Ange are actually doing a podcast tomorrow, so she's gonna kind of like tell you guys a little bit about this podcast. And so are we gonna upload this on DA Forex channel?
We'll upload it on both.
Okay, so we're gonna upload this on.
You want to live stream it? We can even live stream it, and then I'm recording it on my end, so that people who have Spotify can listen offline.
Oh, so you're gonna do this on Spotify as well? Nice. But go on, Ange. You explain it.
So after I've done my how many challenges now. I learned a lot from it, and so I was looking back on my notes, and I thought that it would be really helpful if I was to share like significant findings from, you know, the each stages, like first 3 months of learning how to trade, and then changing strategies from longer long-term strategies to what we're doing now, and it's so different. And actually looking back, I can now see why I have been naughty at times, and why I found it difficult to deal with like certain areas and psychological issues that have been coming up. Because believe it or not, this is like the highest.
Yeah, Andrew, we couldn't hear you, by the way.
From which part?
I don't think I heard anything, to be honest. I just heard about
wait.
you talking about the challenges.
Okay. Really? From that far?
Yeah.
You always do.
You were talking about the difference between, you know, switching from long-term kind of trading to
Oh, okay,
short-term
great.
trading.
Okay. So like what happens when you switch from a longer term strategy where you're waiting for like a couple of days, and you're like watching all the pairs and all the commodities there is in MetaTrader, you know, and now just to focusing on one pair, which is gold, but you're like executing on the 1 minute time frame. And so like I made a list of differences that came up like psychologically. So even though like we have a really high winning strike rate, right? It's like 80% even on a bad month. But how come we're misbehaving? So that is the main question, isn't it? And when the YouTube live stream don't know this, but offline when we come off the live streams, we do talk about it. We touch here and there on our private Zoom. And you know, Paul's mentioned his experience, and I kind of look up to that. So now that we have like the similar usernames that I see coming up every day, then if you're in the same boat of trying to progress and up your capital and be more financially free, then I think it will be super, you know, useful to you. So the plan is we're gonna do a potentially a live stream, because I figured out how to do both, and then I'll record it also in a podcast mode, so that if you're offline, because I found, right, that you can't watch YouTube when you can't see on your phone. It has to be on, but when you're on Spotify listening to a podcast, you can be offline and then you can listen to it. So if you're not doing much, then, and if you really want to boost your trading, then hopefully we're gonna I have like a series planned. So it's like a 5-episode series, and yeah, we're gonna have the team in a couple of them for sure. And then if we get like a good audience with that, then we're gonna do something more like something weekly or something. Yeah. So that's the initial idea of it.
So, what do you reckon, Ange? How long can the podcast be? How long should they expect it to be?
It
And
would
who
be
is this for exactly? Like, would you say this applies to everyone, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm gonna be covering like someone who's probably in their first 3 months, and then I'm gonna cover something in their first 6 months, you know. And then if they're gonna be taking their first challenges, I have topics covering that as well. And yeah, I'm gonna be declaring all the stats from the strategy that I had first, which is a longer term, and then all the stats from what we're doing now, because you do know that I practice it like every month just to make sure, like, is DA, like, what is he doing? Is it for real? But it is for real so far, so it's all good.
Oh, so far. So you're expecting me to, not be real in the future? So far.
Well,
Okay.
no, I can't take sides. I'm supposed to be neutral here.
Okay, Finney's saying something as well. Can't speak at the moment, folks, with work. Can't wait to hear the podcast. Sounds great. Just the one trade for me today, with work up 2%. Amazing, Finney. 2%. Amazing. You gotta understand, guys. Like, this man has a lot of dedication. This guy's been here. He's always at work, but he's always like listening and trading as well. Soon he's gonna replace his work with trading if that's what he wants to do. That's dedication. And like, you can only get to that level with dedication. Basically, it's not easy. It's simple. Trading is not easy whatsoever, but it's simple if you make it simple, man. Like, honestly, for me in my journey, like, the hardest thing was to control emotions. I'll be completely honest. That's like, even right now I struggle with emotions. I'll be completely honest. Like, but obviously now I'm at that level now of like, had this sort of battle with emotions, that I can sometimes start to see, like, okay, I'm starting to get to that level now where my emotions are going to take over, and I need to like kind of calm down. So then I have some exercises that I do. The biggest thing that helps me is just turn the charts off, because you got to understand, in order for you to trade, you need to see the possibilities. Like, the possibilities are right in front of your eyes. You're going to execute on them if you feel like the probability is on your side. So when you just take away the possibility of you trading, you get off MetaTrader 5, you get off the charts, there is no way you're trading. It's so simple. You all drop a like. Yes, thank you guys. Drop a like. How many likes do we have? Do we have at least like even 20 likes? I doubt it. People don't show us love no more. Honestly.
Even after 1,000 pips,
Yeah, like, people don't show us love no more.
Come on, guys.
You know what we're gonna start doing now, guys? We're gonna start charging donations.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Oh, we got 21 likes. Oh, nice. We actually have some likes today. Amazing.
There we go.
People are showing us some love today. Showing us some loves. Hey, what's up, Nick? DA, what's good, my boy? I know you took those buys. I know, man. We took those buys. We took those sells. We took everything, man. Had a big day today. Made $9,000 in profits. And we're looking to see if the next leg down will be formed. But yeah, Nick and everyone, man, we're going to invite you guys over to our session soon. We're starting to invite special guest. Nick's going to talk about how he's smashed his FTMO challenge, hopefully. But yeah, what's poppin', guys?
I really look forward to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, my bro, how's the phase 2 going, by the way? Let us know. Oh man, do you know what? I've got so much pain in my shoulder because I done my shoulders yesterday at gym. It's hurting so much, man. What's happening, Nick? Nick, with your phase 2, let us know. Also, Ange, what's happening with your bodybuilding sort of thing that you've started? I saw on Insta. It's called Discipline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going? You still working out every day?
Yeah, like
So
powerlifting based.
Okay. So guys, everyone watching us on the YouTube live stream, do you guys like go gym as well? Let us know, man. I'm starting to get back into my diet, everything now, man. It's actually an addiction, honestly. Working out is an addiction. Phase 2 is going well, up 2%, another 3%, and we are good. Honestly, bro, take your time. You literally have 6 days, man. You literally have 60 days.
Music to my ears. Well
Yeah.
done, bro. Keep it steady. Is he replying?
But guys, you know what it is? Like, every day you guys got, like, challenge yourself, honestly. So like, in a way, how gym kind of like correlates with trading for me is that, trading is all about challenging your emotions, challenging your beliefs, challenging everything. Because like, if you was born in, like, let's say a poor family or even middle class family, trying to make like thousands upon thousands every single day. It's kind of like boom, you're like, how can you do that? That's not possible. That's not what they teach you. That's not what the school system teaches you either. So like, you know, you always have to challenge yourself. You have to literally challenge everything, like your beliefs. So again, when you go to gym, you're kind of like challenging your strength. You're always like, okay, cool, this was my PR, this is what I done last week. Can I undo that? Like, yes, you can undo that as well. You can actually lose strength if you don't stay consistent. That's why it shows you, like, okay, same thing with trading. Can you undo your progress? Yes, if you're not consistent with it, you can start to undo the progress. But guess what? Can you do better? Can you take it to the next level? Again, it's possible. Everything's possible. Everything's possible in life. But guys, honestly, what we're going to do now is we're going to end the YouTube live stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Man, start tagging us on Insta as well, and we'll be back tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Have a lovely day, everyone. Being extremely patient. Thank you. 1 to 2 trades. That's it, bro. Honestly, lower down your risk to even 0.5% because you're going to smash it, bro. You're going to smash it. You're going to kill it. Just hold the trades and just let it do its thing. And also a few no trade days. Yeah, see if you can trade CPI, man. Maybe CPI you can make good percentage. But yeah, guys, we're going to call it a day. And a lot of special guests coming up as well. A lot of things plotting in the background. So yeah, we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow.